Hello, you wonderful, beautiful, and craptastic people. CraptasticJack here. Today I thought I'd give my first impressions on Need for Speed 2015, as it has come out, at least on Xbox One, and it's going to be coming out in a few days. So, without further interruptions, let us begin. Now, before I go on hand, I just want to say that this is probably the best Need for Speed game we have seen in a long-ass time. I mean, most wanted 2012, I have an unpopular opinion with that game. I think it's a great game, just not really a Need for Speed game. Rivals was okay for 3 months development, and the last great Need for Speed we had was probably either The Run or Hot Pursuit. It's interchangeable for me, at least. I like both those games a lot. They were really great games, but in terms of the magnitude of a Need for Speed game, probably the best since Carbon. I'd have to say that. Not saying that this game's better than Most Wanted or Carbon. I mean, that's debatable. But I don't really want to rate that yet. But right now, this is probably the best Need for Speed game we've had in a long-ass time. And basically, I'm going to go over a few key points of the game, give my personal opinion on it, and give an overall general not rating, but opinion on the game as a whole. So without further interruptions, let us begin, even though I probably already said that. But I'll start with graphics. Now, this game, it really looks real. It's one of the graphically best games I have ever played. The graphics in this game are superb. I mean, I have a feeling I'm going to have to upgrade my PC for when the PC version comes out. But right now, as it stands right now, the game graphically is a masterpiece. Not too many graphical issues, but the one thing is sometimes when they do that FMV thing where it shows your car alongside the FMV, they're going to need some work on that, because sometimes it looks like your car's just photoshopped into the thing. But other than that, the game looks amazing. The controls, like the handling and stuff, you can tune to your liking. There have been people complaining, I've seen on the internet and stuff, and I did at first, but you just have to get used to it, and then when you do, it's really good. It handles like really well, and you can customize your handling to either like your tuning and stuff like that, blah blah blah. However, with the control scheme the control scheme's fine. It's your standard Need for Speed fare, just like the triggers for acceleration, braking, blah 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 for the paddles for steering. But you have to hold down L3, which is one of the whatever things that you can spin around to move stuff. You have to hold that down to change the song, and you have to hold it down for at least like 5 seconds before the song actually changes, and it's really annoying. Like, if they can find a better way to be able to change the song, or that'd be a good thing. Customization. This game has an ass load of customization, the most we have seen since like Carbon or Pro Street. Because I know Pro Street had a lot, but this game's customization, there is hella loads. I mean, there are some cars where there aren't as many, and then there's some where there's none at all. But that's not really the game's fault. That's more of the manufacturer's fault for not having things. And plus, in the older Need for Speed games, they made up their own body kits and stuff. I mean, they could do that here, and I actually would like to see some more Need for Speed type body kits, made up ones. But they used mainly real body kits in this game, so that's why there aren't as many, and there aren't even some for the newer cars. Like the Ferraris don't have any, but mainly that's because Ferrari doesn't like them. They're usually an ass about it. And then newer cars like the new Mercedes, there aren't that many because they haven't been made yet. But if they could add some fake ones and some fake body kits, that'd be kind of cool. Like they did in Underground and stuff like that. The overall customization is great. You can add freaking camber. You can add freaking wheel offset. I love wheel offset, and I'm glad they put it. It's like the first first racing game I know where you can put wheel offset. And a lot in the wrap editor is just awesome as well. There's a lot of stuff, and then I've heard stuff about there being mirroring coming soon, where you can mirror the things. I think they're working on that. I'm pretty sure. And then all they have to do is add a vinyl marketplace, man, and yes. Overall, the customization's amazing. But yeah, just add the vinyl marketplace and the mirroring, and it's better than Forza's. Let's see here. Gameplay. Gameplay is like, you have the way you progress and stuff. The gameplay is pretty good. It's your standard Need for Speed fare, but with the undergroundy type style, where you actually go to like diners and stuff to meet up with the people you race with. And basically, the gameplay is really good in that sense. I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about, but anyway, gameplay. You race around, get money by doing races, events, and escaping from cops. Typical Need for Speed stuff, and it's done really well here. Like every Need for Speed game has usually done gameplay fairly well, except for a couple few. But overall, the gameplay and progression in this game is great. You're not going to be getting cars like every 5 seconds unless you purposely grind for them, doing like one event over and over and over again. And I kind of want to section this into cops as well, because the cops in this game are probably some of the best I've ever seen, and probably the best in a Need for Speed game to date. I mean, like, they're more realistic in a sense, where you're not having, like, in Most Wanted, like 10, 20, 30 cops coming at you at a time. You have like 2, 3, 4 coming at you at a time, and then you have roadblocks and stuff, spike strips. But yes, the cops in this game are really well done. They're not impeding on you every 5 seconds like in Rivals. They're not driving Lamborghini cop cars like in Rivals. They're not doing, like, they're not chasing after you if you're not doing anything wrong like in Rivals. And you even have the option to pay up your fine if you don't feel like getting into a chase, which I feel is a great option to add. And even then, if you really don't want to have cops around, you can just drive off really fast, and it's not even that hard to escape them. Just take a few shortcuts, bada bing bada boom, you're done. You can continue with your racing. But if you're like me and you want to purposely get into cop chases, you can go to places like police stations and hide like patrol areas and actually get into high-speed chases. And they're not too difficult to keep on you. It's not like in Most Wanted 2005 where you can just drive off and stuff like that. And they won't drive off in a different direction like in Most Wanted 2005 and stuff like that. In that sense, they'll stick on to you. And they still need some tweaking. Like, they're a little bit brain dead still. Like, they'll crash into stuff, go in the wrong direction, swerve all over the road. It's kind of weird, but hey, pretty much all the Need for Speed cops have been like that, except in Rivals, and it's not like Rivals where they'll kill you. They want to kill you. They're out for blood. No. They just want to stop you, and then, yeah. But overall, the cops in this game are really well done. And so far, the game's really well done. There are a few things that they need to sort out, like the characters calling you every 5 seconds. That is really annoying. As well as the, what's it called? There are a few graphical glitches. There's one glitch where you bought a car and you got 2 copies of that car. Like stuff like that, small stuff like that. But overall, this game's really well done. And I'm not fanboying, because this game is what we've wanted for years, and they actually delivered. And EA, knowing EA, they usually don't deliver, but they've actually delivered on Need for Speed. This is the Need for Speed we've wanted for years, and I'm glad it's finally here. And so far, if you have been wondering if you want to get this game, get it, because it is great. It's probably getting even better with free content updates and stuff like that. No microtransactions in the game. Microtransactions are nowhere to be found. And no DLC, no paid DLC for the future, planned for the future. Only free DLC, planned for the future, free content updates. But anyway, guys, that is all for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not already, don't forget to rate, comment, favorite, subscribe for more Need for Speed 2015 videos, news, gameplays, blah, 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 everything relating to Need for Speed 2015. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a good one.